Okay, I thought that would work. Alright, hi guys, I'm Hannah and I just finished filming it's pretty much a makeup tutorial, but then I also kind of do my hair. So it's kind of a get ready with me, but the hair is kind of I don't know, it doesn't work for everyone, it's just what I do. So yeah, this is my basically everyday makeup tutorial. There's not really a season with it, it's just what I've been doing since the beginning of the school year. And I kind of modify it a bit depending on how much time I have to get ready. So on the perfect days where I have a ton of time to get ready, this is what I do, and I do every step. But some days I just mix all the colors together on my brush and just kind of go for it anyway, or I skip some sprays or some primers, which is kind of but yeah. So this is my everyday makeup, and I hope you like it.
Okay, so I like to start with a really nice and clean base. So I use the simple micellar water on a circle cotton pad, and I just clean my face before I even start putting my makeup on. Then I like to spray with my Badescu cucumber spray, just so that I can have a really nice and fresh feel. The first part of my actual makeup process is I take my foundations, and I'm using the Maybelline Dewy, I think it's called, foundation, and my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation, and I'm just mixing those because I don't have a lot of either one of them, and I don't know, I kind of like what both of them do on their own, so I thought that if I mixed them, it would just look nicer. And also, I have two different shades of them, so one's too light and one's too dark, so I just thought it'd be better if I just mixed them. I apply both of those with a damp beauty blender, and I got mine from Real Techniques. So then I go on and I do my eyebrows, and I like to use this e.l.f. brush that has an angled brush on one side and a spoolie on the other side, and I use my Anastasia brow pomade in shade Ebony. And when I do my eyebrows, I like to line them underneath and then line them over on the top, and then just kind of fill in the middle. So I don't know, it's not too crazy, but they're definitely there. And I almost forgot, but usually before I even start my makeup routine, I take some Vaseline. I just have an off-brand from Wallgreens, and I just put it on my lips to prep my lips before lipstick. So after I do my eyebrows, I put on my concealer, and I use the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and I just put it underneath my eyes and around my nose, and then I get a lot of redness around my mouth, so I put some there and just on blemishes. And then I also like to clean up my eyebrows with it, and then when I'm done with putting on my concealer, I just do my eyebrows with a concealer brush, and then I blend the rest in with my same damp beauty blender. And then I just set it all with my translucent powder from e.l.f. And I only really set around my T-zone. After that, I like to set all of my base makeup with my Badescu cucumber spray again. So now that powder is all out of the way and I don't have to worry about that, I set my eyebrows with my brow gel, and I kind of forget what brand this is, but I don't know, it's just any brow gel. It was like $3 at Ulta, and I just got the dark brown color. Moving on to my eyeshadow, I first like to prime my lids with my Urban Decay Anti-Aging Primer, and I got this as a sample, and I just apply that with my fingers. The majority of the eyeshadows I'll be using is from the Tarte Painters Collection palette from Ulta. I'll be putting on all of my eyeshadow with the same fluffy brush from e.l.f., but the first shade I'll be using is Doodle, which is like a burnt orangey color, and I'll just be putting that in all over for my transition color and base color, yeah. Then I'll move on to make the gradient, which is just a dark brown color, and it's matte. Doodle was matte too. I'll just go in and apply that to my outer third on each side to give some definition to my eyes. Then I'll go in and I'll blend that out with the fluffy brush that I actually got with the palette, and I'll just blend in little circles to make it look a bit nicer. My last color is this shimmery dark purple called Be an Original. And I'll just put that starting in my outer third, but then also working my way into the corners of my eyes, just all over to give a little bit shimmer and a little bit of a darker color to the whole look. Then I just blend that with the same fluffy brush and the same circular motions. Lastly, really for eyeshadow, I take this flatter, I don't know, kind of more circular brush, and I just mix all three of those colors together, and I put them on my sort of lash line there to just kind of give a rounded out look to the eyeshadow. Then from my Ulta contour palette, I take the two highlight shades and I mix them with this sort of flatter but also kind of fluffy brush, and I just highlight my brow bone with them. Then from that same palette, I take this fluffy brush from e.l.f. and I mix these two darkest shades here to contour under my cheekbones and on the sides of my forehead and under my jawline. Then for my nose, I just take a slightly smaller contour brush and mix the same two colors. To blend out my contour, I use this bronzer. I honestly forget the brand. It's probably Milani or Rimmel or something like that, but just some drugstore brand. And I use that and just blend out my contour by putting it on the apples of my cheeks and working my way up. For blush, I use the Maybelline Dream Bouncy Blush. I don't even know if they make it anymore, but I kind of like it. I just recently started using it again. But I just pat that on my apples of my cheeks to give a little bit of color. And then for highlight, I use my favorite Becca highlight in the shade of Rose Gold, and I apply that with my fan brush and just on the tops of my cheekbones and around my eyebrows. And I like the button nose highlight, so I do that too, and on my Cupid's bow. I also like to put some on the inner corners of my eye. For mascara, first I curl my eyelashes, and then I use the L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara, which is supposed to be a dupe for the Better Than Sex mascara. And if the Better Than Sex mascara is $30, and this and this mascara is only like $10 or around $10 because it's a drugstore mascara, then why not use this mascara? And I think it works the exact same. So I'll be using this mascara from now on. I also like to put some mascara on the outer 2/3 of my bottom lashes. And I set that all with my Mario Badescu Cucumber Spray once again. The last part of my makeup is I wipe off the excess part of my Vaseline, and then I use this liquid lipstick. It's the Tarte Tarteist Lip Paint in shade TBT, which is kind of a darker mauve, and I just apply that to my lips. First I kind of outline it, and I fill it in on my bottom lip, and then the top I outline where I want my Cupid's bow to be. And I use an X because I read somewhere that it kind of like makes it nice and sharp, so I like that, and so that's what I do for my lipstick. And then the last part of this video, kind of to make it a sort of get ready with me, is I do my hair. And my hair kind of has this natural like kink to it, but the front doesn't really like to conform. So to polish it a little bit, I take my curling iron and I just section off the front 2 sections. And I just kind of curl it in, starting from the middle of the shaft, and then just kind of working my way out. And I said curl it in, but I mean like curl it away from my face, because I like how that frames my face better. And again, like I don't know if this really works for everybody, but I just decided to show you how I do my hair too, to kind of complete the look. And there you have it. That's my get ready with me and my everyday makeup routine. And honestly, to glam it up, all I do is I put a little bit of glitter on my eyeshadow and I put false lashes on. But this is basically my go-to routine for every occasion. So again, there it is, and I hope you liked it and maybe learned some tips or even got some ideas from it. Thanks for watching. Bye!